Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Malice Gaming, and today I think you can see what my tutorial is about. Alright, so today my tutorial is about Cactus Farm. My Cactus Farm tutorial is about a way to fuel your Cactus Farms in Hypixel Skyblocks without ever having to fuel your Cactus Farms. Now, I don't have it set up right now because I want my minion slots, and that's what this is about. But it does take minion slots, and more specifically, the Blaze minion. The Blaze minion, what you can do is you can set up an auto grinder like perhaps the one that I have over here with Cactus over here. Yeah, you can use Cactus even in the grinder, but you can use that to kill the blazes, or you can just use plain water. I used just plain water when I was doing this for my Cactus farm, but I don't really have a big enough Cactus farm to make it worth it to waste a couple slots. But basically, what you do is you have a way to kill the blazes, even if they die in water. Unlike vanilla Minecraft, they will drop their blaze rods. Now, the blaze rods can be used as fuel for 120 seconds. So what you can just do is you can have a grinder here, and you can have a couple minions just pumping away. They don't even have to be tier 11 to make it work. You can have like 2 tier 4s, and it will power a farm of this magnitude, because it is only limited by the amount of hyper smelters you have in here. These cook Cactus every tick, or anything at all every tick. So it's 20 items a second, and the more that you have of these hyper furnaces, the more blaze minions you're going to need, because you want to be able to power them indefinitely. So I'll give you an example of something that I found will work on a much, much larger scale Cactus farm. So if we go over to Sweet Booty's island, we can see that he has a lot of farms, and one of them being a manual Cactus farm, and another one being this ginormous automatic Cactus farm. Now, the way that he powers them, as he says in the video, is by just pumping large chests full of just coal blocks, and those do power it for a while, but a lot of people don't want to have to be going to the bazaar and like buying a ton of coal just to fill these up every once in a while when they run out of fuel. So what he can do, and I've counted there's about 30 hyper furnaces in this entire thing, is plug in, I calculated it, he'll need about 4 tier 11 enchanted lava bucket blaze minions to power this entire farm. But the good thing about that is whenever he's on, they'll produce blaze rods, goes into these chests, and after a while, when these chests fill up, because they have to fill up with a bunch of blaze rods for them to be able to pass on to the next chest, maybe you could just do that by yourself and buy the blaze rods from the bazaar, fill up the chest, and then plug in the minions. He's going to need about 4 of those blaze minions, tier 11 with enchanted lava buckets, for these to work indefinitely. He'll never have to refill his Cactus farm again, and he can just sit back and harvest his farms or do his other types of farms, not just the semi-automatic ones. And yeah, I can show you the math, what I came up with to do this equation, and see if this would work for your Cactus farm and how many blaze minions you'd need. The way that this works is that a blaze minion has an action time of about 16.5 seconds, and that is to produce 1 blaze, which you can kill, and I'll make about 1 blaze rod. So if you do 86,400 for 86,400 seconds in a day, divide that by 16.5, you get about that many actions in a day if you are on your island all day, and you just have your blaze minions running. You can multiply that by 1.25 for an enchanted lava bucket. Don't put catalysts in here, they won't work, because that only works when the minions harvest their own spawns or their spawned ores. And yeah, so you won't want to do that, you'll just be wasting money. Enchanted lava buckets are the way to go. So during a day, if you're online all hours of the day, and you have a blaze minion tier 11 with an enchanted lava bucket, you will get 6,545 actions in a day. Multiply that by 120 for the amount of seconds that you get from 1 blaze minion. You would get 785,454 seconds that you could power with that. So you have 785,454. Now you would want to divide that by 86,400, for the amount of furnaces you could power off just that one minion, and you would get 9 hyper furnaces you could power off that one. Then if you have more hyper furnaces than that number, like Sweet Beauty with his 30 hyper furnaces, then you just need to divide that number of hyper furnaces by that number of about 9. So let's say that this guy had 30 hyper furnaces. You just have to do 30 hyper furnaces divided by 9. So if he had those, then he'd need about 3.33 blaze minions, which you can't do like partial blaze minions. So you would either need to put in flycatchers, or you can just add on one more, which would be enough to power all his hyper furnaces. Alright guys, I hope you liked this tutorial. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this content, and I'll see you guys in next week's video. I'm out. Goodbye.